as usual, we started today looking at the economic calendar. This is next week. That's the calendar for next week. I was looking at next week. Let's go to previous week. I was just having a look there at what's happening next week. Well, you should all remember that Monday is a public holiday in the US. I mean, we're still going to meet as normal in the morning. At 6:45 on Monday morning. But to remember, it's Martin Luther King Day in the US. It's a public holiday on Monday in the US. Anyway, back to today. So today we had a look at the economic calendar this morning. Today, Friday, the 14th of January. And we knew that the consumer price index from US was coming out at 130, which was the report of high importance. And then we had one at 255, the Michigan Confidence Report. So from what we know, that the market tends to, not always, but the market tends to trend sideways prior to reports of high importance coming out. So with that in mind, we tend to trade very, very carefully prior to these reports coming out. The market we're focusing on was the Euro-US dollar. So when we met this morning, we could see the market was going sideways. And like I said, it could have been going sideways for various reasons. One, obviously because of the reports of high importance that were due out today. And the other reason was the market tends to go sideways following a huge move in the market. There was a huge move in the market yesterday when the market went up over 200 points. So usually after a huge move in the market tends to go sideways the following day. So those are the two reasons why at the beginning of the day there was a high probability of the market going sideways. So with that in mind and using our strategy of using the pivot points, we decided to place a buy order just above the first resistance at 13,462. And a pending sell order just below the pivot point of 13,272. So that was our plan this morning. Now if the market decides to trend up, we'll buy if it breaks the first resistance, and if the market falls, we'll sell if it breaks the pivot point. So as you can see, the market just kept going sideways all day. When the report came out at 1:30, let me just make that a bit bigger. There we are. So when the report came out at 1:30 there, and you can see there was really little reaction to the report in the market. So it didn't make much of a difference to the Euro-US dollar, and it just kept going sideways, probably exhausted from yesterday. So the market just kept going sideways all day, and you can see it's now 20 minutes to 9. The US market is going to close at 9 o'clock, and most markets are already closed, and we're coming to the weekend. So you can see that the market is beginning to peter out. You can see the candlesticks getting smaller and smaller, so the market is just fading away prior to close. So obviously we're just going to delete our pending orders, and we'll start again on Monday. So we'll just delete our orders and wait till Monday. So I think the highlight on the important things to take away from this week is the importance of having a trading plan, the importance of good money management, and the importance of being consistent and disciplined. Because as you can see, win or lose, we have been sticking to our plan. So even when we lost on some trades, the fear factor didn't come in and stopped us trading. We still stuck to our plan. We didn't change our plan. Even when we made money, we didn't change our plan. So that's the key, is just being consistent. We've been sticking to our contract size. We haven't increased or decreased our contract size. So like I said, when we lost, we didn't stop trading. When we made money, we didn't increase our contract size. We were disciplined, good money management, and that's the key to successful trading. So we'll just update our spreadsheets. You've all got the new ones, the new spreadsheets. So we can say we didn't make any money today, but we didn't lose any money. So we still have £130. But like I said, the main thing is it was a good trading day. And again, it was a good trading day because we stuck to the trading plan, nothing else. And the other thing to note, again, like I said, is to keep making observations in the market. You can say you can put here in the market trended sideways prior to report of high importance again today, and you can say, and also there was a huge move in the market the previous day. So like I said, if you keep making all these sort of observations and making a note of them, and then after a while you begin to see there's a pattern of something happening on a regular basis. So like I said, again, when it comes to formulating your plan, you make sure you make objective assessments. And that's the importance of making comments, writing down things you observe in the market. So when you go back and reflect on your trading and your trading plan, you make objective decisions. And that's the key. So obviously, if you keep seeing that this happens more often than not, again, remember, you don't use the words never or always. But what you're trying to find are things that tend to happen on a frequent basis more often than not. And then that gives you a better understanding of the market. So if you see that you keep making comments like that, and it's something that tends to occur on a pretty regular basis, that the market trending sideways prior to report of high importance, the market trending sideways the day after a huge move in the market. So you can obviously make that objective comment. If you've been seeing that over a course of a month or 2 months, then obviously that in itself would tell you that, okay, these are things that I more or less expect to happen more often than not, and that can have a huge impact on the way you trade. So that's the importance of making comments so that you can reflect. And again, you can see, again, highlighting the importance of money management and being disciplined. We started with £100 on Monday, and today is Friday, we still have £130. Again, it doesn't matter how much you made or lost. The key is that we've survived to trade next week. And that's the key to money management. You want to survive to trade every day. I always say you should look at trading as a long-term career. You want to be in this game for the long term. You don't want to blow all your money in 1 or 2 days. You can see on Monday and Tuesday, we didn't make any money, and we actually lost some money on Monday. So you can imagine if we threw all our money in the market then, we could have been wiped out on day one. But with good money management and discipline and sticking to a plan, we've been able to keep on trading for the whole week, and we still have enough money in our enough capital in our account to start trading again next week. So that is the key to trading. You just trade to survive, to trade the next day. So it's money management, money management, money management, trading plan, discipline, consistency. That's the key. Although, again, I'm just going to show you, highlight some other things for you, because you can see, although the Euro-US dollar was going sideways, went sideways throughout the whole day today, and I suspect that was because of the huge move yesterday. But if you look at the other markets, this is the FTSE, and again, this is what I was saying earlier on the day. The FTSE fell, but after the report came out at 1:30, you can see it changed the direction of the market. So it was initially falling, and then when the report was released, you can see the market change direction. The strategy I used here to trade was the moving average 50. So I bought when the market broke the moving average 50 there. So that's where I bought. I've now moved my stop up there just to lock in the profits. And you can see the same to happen for Wall Street. So Wall Street too was the same. It was initially falling, and then 1:30 after the report came out, it changed direction and started going up. And again, you can see I bought around the moving average 50 then when the market went up. So I used the moving average 50 as my entry point, and you can see my stop loss there. I'm going to use as my exit point too. So I'm going to exit using the moving average 50. So again, just highlighting the importance of economic reports. They can change the direction of the market. Okay, any questions? And like I said, we look forward to next week where we will resume hostilities with the market. Okay, so if there are no questions, actually, let's just see how our options are doing, because we also had option trades. Let's just have a quick look at the options, because the American market is going to close in 15 minutes. So let's see if our options are doing well, or if they're not. But the good thing about the options, doesn't matter if they're doing well or not. We've got time. That's the key. Let's just see. Okay, so the options are doing okay. That's up $1,000, and that's up $438. So we've got a total gain of $1,488 so far. But like I said, with the options trade, I'm looking for 100% profit on both of them, or 50% loss. But we'll just wait to see what happens. I've got time on my side. Okay, so at least that's rounded up the week, and we'll start again Monday looking at day trading, looking at swing trading opportunities, and looking at option trading opportunities. Okay, so if there are no questions,